Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Indie Credible Podcast. This is episode 59. I'm one of your hosts, Xander Scolian, and joined with me with his Friday the 13th sleeveless shirt is the man, Jeffrey Wittenhagen. What's up, Jeff?
What's going on? I realized that I can open the vents down here in the basement. It's not cold as shit, so now it's hot as shit. So.
It is very cold. It's pretty...
Yeah, we had our first big snowfall in Colorado out here in Denver, and the roads were insane, and it was fun.
Well, the weather here in North Carolina where I'm at is like so bipolar. Like right now, it's cold and rainy and dreary, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's the winter time." But by next week, we'll be in like sandals and flip flops and cargo shorts. Like it'll be like 85 degrees. Like it's crazy.
Well, I mean, we've been kind of in warm temperatures for almost 10 years now because we went from like Georgia to Hawaii to El Paso, Texas on the border. And so it's always been kind of warm. So out here, we've been kind of cold, but I'm still wearing like a light sweatshirt out in. I'll wear jeans now. I'm not wearing shorts and flip flops. Like as I'm from Chicago and I would wear shorts and flip flops in the snow. So. But like, don't do that anymore. But I did hang up all the Christmas lights today, put up a Christmas tree, all the things.
Yeah, Christmas is right around the corner. It's going to be here before you know it.
Dude. And of course, speaking of Christmas, Xander, since I got to take your thing.
Oh, yeah.
Every week here at my house is like Christmas. Not the type of Christmas I would want, but Kyle's Trials is the thing where we're always going through his stuff to see what we have. We went through a lot Friday night. Like there's so much stuff sitting around me right now. Like it's like I showed this isn't part of it because we showed this on the stream, but like freaking Starscream. Dude, this is the Masterpiece Collection. Like this is just sitting down there. This one and a Soundwave, and they're just right here. But I mentioned something to you, and I figured it'd be perfect for Kyle's Stroud. I said, "Do you remember Mad Balls?"
Oh yeah.
I said, "You do." But these Mad Balls, so this is like the Mad Ball, right? These are small guys that have a full body.
Oh, wow.
Then
you shoot. Oh, yeah, shoot it off. Of course.
So Kyle has 3 of them. He has the guy who's like the skeleton. He has the mummy. And then he has a guy that I had as well, which is like a biker looking dude.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then I had one that was like a baseball looking guy with a giant nose. Now mine, they like broke off or something, like the little pieces. I don't know if I broke them or whatever, but then I put like Velcro. But like they pop off. I caught it, which was nice. Yeah. These are all like in a little bag, and they're just like classic Madball like style. They're just like gross little things, and freaking classics. These were the classic ones because they redid the big Madballs, but these are like the little guys. I got one other thing that I thought was cool, and it was something that Kyle and I had back in the day. I don't know if I found them on eBay or whatever. Check out this. This is a Japanese mini pro wrestling belt.
Okay, that's freaking dope. Man.
This is legit because it's actual leather and like gold plate.
Where did he find that?
Now, this is the cool thing. I found them. This is actually the tag team championships, and I had one, and Kyle had one.
Oh, that's cool.
And you can literally wear it as a bracelet.
Because I'd love to have like a WCW one, man. Like,
and I don't know if this is New Japan or All Japan. It is definitely one of those two. And they came with this little stand, which is like a world champion. So Kyle had this still, and it is freaking crazy. But like literally, we would go to Midwest Gaming Classic, and we would wear our tag team championship belts, and we go do our podcast, video game bullshit live.
Yeah,
and I think we should do Indie Credible live at Midwest.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
And we can do a panel like live with a crowd. The crowds will probably be small because people are running around the convention.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, unless you're like a known entity that like people like have came out specifically to see, which Midwest is insane. There's usually more like shows and stuff going on than guests because it's the freaking one of the best ones.
So that's freaking cool. Now, what's really crazy is we did something on Friday that we try to do. Yep, we always try to be like, oh, we're going to do a live stream. We try to do it. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. The last Friday we got to, and we got to play a brand new beat 'em up from Tribute Games, Marvel Cosmic Invaders. And man, it was fun. It was fun.
And I've been wanting to play it. It was cool. We had some of the usual suspects coming in and checking on us. Last line and a couple people were checking in, commenting, and it was interesting because they're like, "Oh yeah, you have to play it in story mode," because we were playing in arcade mode.
Yeah,
you have to play in story mode to unlock stuff, but we still, I guess, unlocked characters as we were playing. Which, I mean, I definitely haven't even bought the game yet, so I don't have it installed or anything. And you had it. I was like, this is fucking perfect because I wanted to play the bitch, and it was crazy.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to play like a beat 'em up. I mean, you can't go wrong with a beat 'em up, and I mean, for what it is, it's a great beat 'em up. I mean, it's got that Tribute Games has that flavor, that formula that we saw with Shredder's Revenge. And I think we were talking about they were working on Toxic Crusaders as well. I think we mentioned that.
I think I was asking, as I'm not 100% sure, because like Toxic Crusaders is definitely like the Tribute Games Turtles game. I'm not sure if like RetroWare did it like in the style of or had one of the programmers from it, but I thought it was like one of the programmers, because remember, like I published a couple of games with them when I was running Premium.
Right.
We did Love 3 and Eagle Island Twist, and one of the things was when I was at the helm, we were going to do Toxic Crusaders and AVGN game and all the things.
Right.
When I left, I don't know what happened, but I obviously Limited Run is doing some of the games, so I don't know. But I thought that Ryan had told me that was it, but I could have been drinking at too many games.
And it was like we were saying, it was fun. One of the things that you pointed out though that I had like stuck with me is the lack of like enemy designs. Like they weren't a whole like I wasn't even noticing it. I was just having fun beating the shit out of stuff, and like you and I were just spamming and endless juggling. And you were just like, oh, more yellow guys. You know, and I was like, and when you mentioned it, I'm like, oh shit, he's right. And I could not unsee it afterwards. Like once you mentioned it.
It was very Super Nintendo Genesis separation anxiety. The Spider-Man and, Maximum Carnage, but Separation Anxiety was the one that I actually was able to get I think I bought it from a rental copy or something. But it was like you had the same enemies that you'd fight, like little beatnik guys, all the same names still. And but this is 2025. They could definitely have some more variety in enemies. I mean, it's digital games. It just increases the size. But it was still fun as shit to play.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. You broke a button. You broke a button on your 8-bit Go.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. This little guy. By 8-bits though, Super Nintendo controller, SN30 Pro, like the actual plastic part of the button cracked. So I must be with my meat hooks like hitting buttons. So luckily they gave you extras, but like now I can't do the candy coated ones, which all the copies came with these, so maybe they're lesser quality. I'm hoping that's the case, because if I break another one of these the other ones are like PlayStation letters.
Yeah,
they're like PlayStation colored, but then they're lettered like, Xbox or Nintendo. But yeah, it's weird. I broke the buttons right here. It's cracked. Yeah, they're magnetic. I guess they're kind of cute.
Yeah, our live streams are like still in a work in progress, because like I was having issues of OBS that whole night. Like the game played great for us, but like on the stream, and I hate it too because I could have used it as B-roll instead. I gotta run the freaking trailer. But now like when we were doing the stream, it was like 15 frames. I'm like, I'm sorry guys, but I mean we had fun. It was a blast.
It wasn't quite 15 frames for me over here, but like keep in mind I'm using wireless here, not wired into my internet. So I was also having like bits of lag, but it was like infrequent. But because we're playing a beat 'em up, it didn't matter. It wasn't anything. Just. But there would be spots where I'm like fighting, all of a sudden it just bloop, moves to the side. I'm like, what the hell happened? But it's a beat 'em up. I fell into a bunch of pits when there was holes. Like on it. Funny, but. It was still fun as shit, so it doesn't bother me none.
Yeah, it was fun. I definitely recommend it. Now getting into the randomizer this week. I got some sad news, Jeff. Got some sad news. I didn't get to play the randomizer this week, and it's because of Metroid Prime 4. I'm just blaming it on that. In another game I want to talk about when we move from that. But the randomizer this week was Best Buds versus Bad Guys. This is like a father and son Kickstarter project. Released like what? I think like 8 years ago it was released.
Yeah. Let me pull it up since I'm a bad host.
Well, I didn't even play the game. I'm just like piggyback.
Currently on sale for $1.24, so it's in our budget for sure. Yeah, it was released in 2016, so about 9 years ago, and run and gun game is what they call it. Now I call it a classic Amiga, Commodore style or Super Nintendo style shooter. So it definitely has the run and gun style 2D that you would want, but you have to go around in the level to hunt down things. It's not go from left to right and shoot and kill everything. It's explore, and so you can find all 4 pieces of the key in the level to unlock the exit. So there's like a little exit key that you'll see on the video on the top right corner. So as you get to a certain spot, you'll see, oh, there's the E key, and you find it. But like certain ones, you got to freaking hunt down a level. Like you have to look all over the freaking place. There was one spot, and so the first level is like you're in like Double Dragon or something. That's what it feels like. You're just in a city.
Yeah.
And you go from left to right, you easily find like one of the keys. You go up on top and go on top of the skyscrapers, you can find another key. Well, there's one spot where you have to go get this TNT box. And in the middle of the level, there's one little tiny spot. Because it says, oh, you got to use this for areas that are weak. And I went all the way to the right, and I used it. And I'm like, oh, I'll just get to go to the right and continue. Nope. In the middle of the level, there's like a little manhole cover. Oh. And nothing notes it. And then when you do it, you go down into the sewers, and now there's a whole sewers area.
Wow.
And then you fight like 2 giant-ass bosses. You fight a giant-ass screen-sized Contra-style boss, and then you get another boss that comes out after you beat him.
Yeah. And I was about to say, when you mentioned giant Contra-style boss, when you were talking about the game, like you said, it's not left to right like Contra. To me, this sounds more like almost like a Turrican. Like those kind of games are more exploring.
Amiga, Genesis, because that's where Turrican is. Yeah. You have 2 characters on screen at all times, and you can switch between them. They share health bar though, so basically you get double fire. The son has the NES Zapper. The father has the Super Scope.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty cool. I just play as one of them because they both control exactly the same. You can collect a bunch of little weapons and stuff that have finite ammo. You can get a spread, all the things. You could like switch to them in the menu. There's health, there's other things. And so, I mean, it was cool as shit. Definitely fun. I did get to the second level, which was the Spooky Graveyard, aka Ghouls and Ghosts. And
I did like that level. I saw some footage of that, and I'm like, that looks cool.
Got to the second portion of that level, and there's like so many enemies shooting all the shit at me, and I started dying. So that's where I got to until I got and then as soon as you die, there was no checkpoint, so I went all the way back to the beginning of the stage.
Bummer.
That's probably why there's a lot of mostly negative. Is number 1, a little bit of cryptic exploration, and then number 2 is going all the way back to the beginning of the stage when you die. So then it's I'm not sure if you keep your key pieces or not. I don't know about that, but yeah, it was definitely challenging. I could say that, but it wasn't as bad as mostly negative. Like it was a fun game. So,
well, I'm glad it wasn't too bad. Like, because when we first saw the reviews, I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be a turd. So I'm glad it wasn't that bad. But
well, and one thing you got to look at now is that there is a Splatterhouse game that they're working on called House of Pain. Looks like Splatterhouse. There's a RoboCop game called Robo 50. There's a game called Gates of Hell, which is a first-person shooter. That was released in 2019. And then you have Vector Wars, which is like a Battletank style game. And then Machine Gun Fury, which was released in 2022, which seems to have positive reviews. So everything has positive reviews except for this game. This game is $1. Right. Gates of Hell, though, the first-person style Doom game, is $1.
Ooh.
So, and then House of Pain and Robo 50 are both coming soon. So they've been working on them. So they got a lot of fucking games, which I never even looked at until right now. So
that's great because sometimes like especially indie developers, sometimes they're like a one and done. Like they'll make a game and it'll be really cool, and it's just like that was it. They're not doing anything else. And many factors can lead into that. But yeah, I'm glad that they just kept pulling. 8 years from now and making all those games. Cool.
I just did something funny because we got to talk about what we're going to play next. And why it's funny is you have done a lot of black metal recently.
Oh yeah.
The next game we're going to do is Carpathian Night, featuring Bela Lugosi. It's something that I actually talked with the developer at Too Many Games in Philly a bunch of years ago when he was still working on it, right when the Kickstarter was just, and I was actually a backer, and I showed him. He's like, holy shit. And I was like, publishing games at the time. He was dressed with a cloak on and everything. Oh, like, it was cool. Fucking cool. It was cool as shit. But when I was interested in it, it was just Carpathian Night, which is like a Castlevania game, 16-bit style, which is fucking cool. And he has Bela Lugosi as the Dracula, Bela Lugosi. Why it was funny is as I was typing it in my notes, I typed in Carpathian Forest. This is a black metal band. So I was like,
Carpathian Forest. Oh yeah.
Carpathian Forest.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play that because when you mentioned it was like more of an old school Castlevania, I'm like, hell yeah. Because don't get me wrong, love Metroidvanias. We got plenty to talk about in this episode. There's always a Metroidvania that like slips through the cracks, but stage-based Castlevania, man, it's great. Like Rondo of Blood, Bloodline, Super Castlevania 4, like that's my shit.
I do enjoy myself a good action platformer at times. I like the longevity of the Metroidvania and the exploration piece. It like hits that itch for me. But like classic Castlevania 3 is freaking chef's kiss, amazing. And Rondo of Blood can't go wrong. So if Carpathian Forest is anything like those, now keep in mind I have only played the pre-demo before they had Bela Lugosi and before they even had like specials, or I think there's magic in it and specials and shit. So before any of that, that's when I played it. So installing it with the newest updates and everything, it's gonna be fucking crazy.
It's gonna be smothered in sauce now. It's smothered in all that sauce.
Sauce.
Now, I was gonna say. Yeah, because, you're talking about you like the longevity of Metroidvanias, and speaking of longevity, it's been a long time that we've been waiting for this game, and this is definitely not indie. But, yeah, totally not indie. But Metroid Prime 4 Beyond
was released this week.
Oh, yes, it was.
And I went out Friday night before we recorded and went to Target. They had a copy there. And so I picked up my copy on Friday. Didn't play it. We played Marvel, the indie game. But I played a little after. But then I got the amiibo. But I got an amiibo that was like the dorkiest one, which is with the fucking motorcycle. Which I
freaking hilarious.
And then you were saying on stream that apparently there's hidden unlockable content specifically for the motorcycle locked behind it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I didn't get it because of that. I just got it because it was like Metroidvania on Metroid on a motorcycle is like jumping the shark, in my opinion, and you get to jump the motorcycle.
Yeah, like I was telling you on stream, it makes you think of like 90s, like 80s anime. It's like Bubblegum Crisis or something like that. That's the whole reason why I want one.
Tron.
But yeah, and Tron. But the thing is like it's like a $40 amiibo, and the big controversy that everyone's going crazy about is apparently there's like music tied to the amiibo that you otherwise couldn't listen to unless you complete the game. Like if you complete the game, you get the music, but if you had the amiibo, you get it right away. And they're like, well, if the music's not playing when you're riding your motorcycle, it's too quiet.
Well, so yesterday I was doing a lot of music throughout the day, but I did have a hard break and I went and played more Metroid Prime 4. I got past the whole second area. So I got past the first area, got past the second area, which is all the electricity shit where you get the Michael motorcycle.
That's where I'm at, yeah.
And so I got that. Now I'm in the sand area with the motorcycle doing jumps and shit. And so I took opened the packaging, I scanned it too early, and it says, well, this is too early for this. Wait till it unlocks. Once I got to the thing, I hit it on there. I think it's based on how much you travel, what you unlock on the amiibo.
Okay.
And so right now it gave me a new skin or something, and then some kind of like boost cooldown thing. I don't know. But I didn't get the radio yet. There's no option for a radio yet. But it does say on all the websites that there is a radio thing. The other two amiibos, I don't think does anything that interesting, but I couldn't really find anything.
Yeah.
So, like, I thought the other two were all right. Did you fight the antagonist yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I did see it the first time, I assume. But yeah, that was a fun fucking battle. That boss at the end of the electric one kicked my ass a couple times, which was cool.
Yeah, I haven't got to that part yet. Maybe? No, I haven't.
Because that was my first death, was at that guy.
Because before you fight the antagonist, you fight like this big blob that's being protected by electronic drones, and you have to do the psychic shot.
You do like a psychic thing.
Yeah,
that you hold it, and then you like control the bullet in like bullet time, which is cool. And you have to do that to hit all three at the same time, otherwise you can't damage.
You know what that part makes you think of? Like this is crazy. When I do like the psychic thing and I'm controlling it, it makes you think of the game Flower. Remember Flower on PlayStation 3?
Always wanted to play it, never happened.
Oh, so good. But that's what it made me think of.
It does remind me of those videos, yeah. I just think though, so I've been playing it in 1080p mode because it's 120 frames a second, which to me is like baffling. But it's super smooth, but it looks beautiful on the TV. Ironically, as I got it because I was like, well, when I go traveling for the holidays, because we're going to like Disney, because we got Disney Vacation Club thing that I paid off like years and years ago. But we're going to Disney. I was like, I'll play on the flight. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, it's gonna look shitty on the screen, ain't it? The little Switch 2 screen.
No, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, I do believe that when you put it in the 120 frames, I think it brings it all the way down to 720. So that could be a little grainy.
I don't know if it'll be grainy for me because I play retro games.
True.
So that's why I didn't put it in 4K on my TV, because like I play retro games. Like I'm good at 1080. That's I mean, it looks amazing. So
it's so good. The game's beautiful.
And it is smooth. I actually enjoy it better than the others so far, but I've heard it's short, but short for others is not necessarily short for my getting lost ass.
Same.
Because I definitely got lost a couple times. But it does seem like every time I went, let me backtrack, there was no reason to do it.
Yeah. It's almost like by default, I want to backtrack, and I would get myself lost because I was overthinking what I was supposed to be doing, because I'm so used to, old school Metroid where it was like, sometimes you have to go all the way back to the very beginning just to get this little part and wall jump or something. Doesn't really have that in this one.
You can put in as many as you want icons on the map. So I've been doing, so every time I find something, so in the electricity towers, I found about 3 or 4 things that I couldn't access, and I just put shit on the map on it.
Yeah.
And then if I find it, but I can't find a way to remove the damn marker. So I I found one once I got the morph ball or whatever, or not the morph ball, but I think the bombs, and I was able to get a missile upgrade. But I'm like, I couldn't remove it after I collected the upgrade, so it's there still, and I'm like, well, it's gone, the fucking item. But there was one other thing though that I got in that I haven't opened yet. It's fucking cool. I alluded to it on the stream. Check this out.
Oh man. You know what? Here's the crazy thing. I played that this week. I made it all the way. I made it all the way to stage 4, and I found out something really crazy. And you wouldn't know unless you watched the video. But Johnny Millennium from Happy Console Gamer does a voice in the game.
Oh shit!
He does the voice before you fight the boss. It's like get ready. But it's so digitized. It doesn't sound like him. He made the video and he was like, talking about how he, worked with the Yuzo Koshiro and stuff, which his birthday's coming up just like mine. We shared the same birthday on the 12th. But, yeah, so I was like, and that was another thing. I'm like, oh man, my birthday's coming up. I want to play a Yuzo game. So I played Eartheon and man, that game's so good. It is so good. It's a long lost Genesis game. Crazy.
Well, and it's going to be released on the Genesis, which is the copy that I'm getting to get.
Oh, that's going to be
so
good.
Now, I think that the ROM is floating around somewhere. So
yeah,
it's this ROM. So, because I'm not a big fan of playing the version that I have because it's finicky with Steam. It doesn't always register my controllers. Mm-hmm. So I got to continually mess with shit. So I probably just need to update it, honestly. It's probably already fixed with an update. But yeah, but it's because what I want to use is my damn arcade joystick that I have. The arcade stick I got years ago for Christmas from the wife. And I want to use that to play Eartheon.
That would be dope.
Or the Yuzo Koshiro fucking gamepad, Sega Saturn gamepad that I just showed,
which is a great controller because that's the same controller that I have. It's the MG30. It just looks like it has the theme paint job. It's a fantastic controller though, man.
This is an M30 because it's Sega Saturn stuff. Yeah. The MG30 is cool too, but this one's I love the paint style of this. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I like about it is the D-pad is the spongy one. So it's okay for not having for retro games, for not having an analog. Because I've been playing a lot of analog sticks with a lot of my retro games, which is weird. Until I got to Silksong and I defaulted back with Silksong.
Yeah. The D-pad on that controller is more akin to the Model 2 Saturn controller, which is
fucking amazing.
God tier.
Ironically, is I have a white Saturn controller over here from back in the day. So I have one. I just now have a Yuzo Koshiro because I thought that was cool as shit. And I figured it'd be sold out because it was limited run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Limited run sold.
Yeah. I mean, I want to get a physical of Eartheon. I'm probably just have to go and Play Asia and get it because it's already sold out everywhere else.
Yeah. I'll get the Play Asia version for Switch or whatever. But I don't like to buy games online if I can avoid it. So I've been making a wish list on my apps, and eventually it'll be album printable version when I go to shows. So when we go to Midwest Gaming Classic, I'm gonna have my list of Switch games and Genesis homebrew for you, and we're gonna go hunting old school because I don't because I can just pre-order all the games, but I move too much, so then I lose out on games because people are not great about updating their websites for shipping. And so I just haven't bought any Switch games pre-order for a while just because I moved too much. Yeah. So now I just have a big list of and I'll buy them. I'm not boycotting the limited print companies. I mean, I was doing it for a while.
Yeah.
It's more so I just moved too much and I'm like, all right, so limited run took 3 years to get some games out, which to me, I'm patient, don't care. Got plenty of games to play. That shit don't bother me none. But I forget what I have. And I still have a game from Play Asia that hasn't come in that I pre-ordered years ago, and it's a Japanese game, and it keeps saying, it keeps on shifting to the right. I just think that the developers never finished it. But I keep on getting. I'm like, man, am I going to move again before the freaking?
That makes sense. I would feel the same way. And Speaking of like that idea you have, I love that idea because actually I'm ordering some wireless lapel mics that you tether to your cell phone. So I mean, like when we do that, you and I both will be mic'd up. Use my cell phone.
Talk to me, brother.
Yeah. I got That's yep, that right there.
I got 2 sets of these. I just give you one, man.
Oh yeah.
Don't even if you haven't ordered them yet. I'll just bring them. You can have them.
Oh yeah. There you go. Because we can make. I mean, that's content. That's content right there. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That
Oh yeah, it'd be fun as shit. Yeah, and like my thing is I would do more content and cool shit. I just don't have the time. Y'all editing, the YouTubers are freaking masterminds. Freaking hats off. Hats off.
Speaking of not having the time, I bought a game because I'm getting to what I've been playing. See, I've been playing Metroid Prime as well, but I think
It's both.
Yeah, because I think we're around the same area on that. But I bought an RPG during Black Friday that I've been wanting to check out, and I believe this is indie because it's from Mistwalker. It's a smaller team. Well, published by Square Enix, but that's Fantasian Neo Dimension. Now, what makes this
playing game? I take it.
It is, and it is like a very old school role playing game because this is a Sakaguchi game, the guy behind Final Fantasy. And it's even got it's got the dude that does the music from Final Fantasy. It's even got Final Fantasy music in it that you can like put in there. But it's a straight ahead like PS2, PS3 style JRPG. But what makes this game really interesting and what made me really want to play it, other than like the people behind it, is, it's got the 3D rendered backgrounds, like old school, but they're all miniatures. So like when you're in like a sand town and you see all the sand dune houses, those are actual models. Like someone they photographed it. So it's like super detailed, like 4K, pictures of like, small model towns, and your character's like, all CG and cool and sharp looking.
Is it only on PlayStation, or did they release on anything else?
Oh, it's on everything. I just got it on PS5. So I mean,
is it on Switch and Switch?
Yeah, it's on Switch.
Really?
Yep. It's like it's like $24. It's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's mystical? What the
hell? I had to buy it, man. I had to have it.
Up to send me the name of how you spell Fantasia.
Fantasia. But yeah, I really liked games like Lost Odyssey and stuff like that. And I was like, man, I really wanted to play this game, but I kept just waiting for a price drop. And that's why, sometimes, as much as we talk about games on the show, I mean, we just add endless backlogs. It's okay to wait. It's okay to wait and like give yourself time to run into it, like a deal like this, because am I going to finish it? I don't know, but I finally got to play it, and I have it in the collection. So, Fantasian Neo Dimension. It's cool.
Neo Dimension sounds cool as shit. I'm intrigued. Of course, I have no time. Exactly. I had zero fucking time, but I would love that. It hits every nostalgic vibe, and I love old school RPGs. I just haven't played any because of the lack. I mean, I literally was just fucking around and recording music and shit yesterday. That was my day, and it was great. But that was my day, and then and I took the dog for like a 4-mile walk.
Yeah. It's definitely old school. You will feel back like you're playing your PS2 again. And that's a good thing. So, I mean, other than that, in Metroid Prime 4, Marvel Cosmic Invaders, that's really all I've played this week. I did.
Was Metroid Prime 4, and then we played, and I actually was a good boy, and I played.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did. I did get one other game. I'm just too lazy to get up and get it. But it's I got the Hyrule Warriors, Age of Coliseum or whatever. Not the new one, but the one that was on Switch. I got
Age of Calamity.
I got that on as like an early birthday present. I haven't played it. I loved Hyrule Warriors. I love that one. So I'm really wanting to play this, and they have said that this game like runs really good on the Switch too. Like
I just remember first one when they did the Hyrule Wars Definitive Edition on Switch. It's so huge and so massive. You could play on original Zelda maps, and it was so fucking cool.
So good.
I was still in my OCD, got to do all the things in a game, and it was miserable for me. Now I would just enjoy the fuck out of it. And so I haven't played through that since then. I haven't played Age of Calamity, even though I have it. I play him for like 15, one sit down and not less than an hour, and then I never go back, and it's my curse. And I want the new one because it's freaking cool as shit too. And it's Zelda, and I got to get my Zelda on. And it's just, we have the time, Xander. Of course not.
Indeed, because when we talk about these games, then we go into the new and noteworthy.
We haven't started the new and noteworthy, and
here we are. We are into the new and noteworthy. These are some games we found. Sometimes we haven't played them. Most of this is just our first impressions, looking at a trailer. Like back in the old school days when you'd had those video game magazines, sitting in the basement, smoking cigarettes, talking about Game Fan, stuff like that. Speaking
sounds very specific.
Speaking of old school though, this is a very old school shmup kind of game from the folks at the Touhou Mecha Sai. This is Touhou fandom. This is
it's like Fantastic Danmaku Festival is what it is. And I remember playing the Windows version of all these games because they're like horizontally scrolling bullet hell games with like cute anime girls. Yeah. But I remember playing the PC version of these back in the day in college. When I say back in the day, I mean like over 20 years ago because I'm old. And that was when I was in college. But yeah, it was freaking amazing. And you always had the character, and then you'd have the little familiars, and they tons and tons of bullets everywhere. Fucking insane. And is this the third game? Because it says like Danmaku Festival Part 3, or is this like is it a remake, or is this a brand new game? I think it's a brand new game that's released.
It's hard to follow this series because it goes in so many different directions, because the first time I ever played one of these games, it was like a top-down roguelike dungeon crawler. Like it's crazy. So I mean, this could be a part 3 to a new series, but yeah, came out in September 2025, has really positive reviews. Looks awesome.
Way that it's written in the About section on Steam, it says enhanced artifacts, fiercer and more intense bullets. So I think this was a remake of one of these festival games. And it might be part 3 of the festival game, which could be the Touhou number 6 or number 13, or because they just numbered them all back in the day.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid to click on the developers thing because it's it's just they just did this one.
Oh,
okay. I thought they would have done like all the Touhous. No, these guys must have just ported this version over to Steam, which is fucking crazy. But how much is it, Xander? I didn't actually look at the price. Like $12 or something.
You're close. It's $13.99.
Okay, not bad. Record low is $12.59 in September, so it's went down a couple bucks. So
never know here. So. For this kind of game, it's fair.
Is there a Xander demo?
No demo,
and there's DLC, which I assume is just like characters or something.
Yeah,
crazy Xander.
Let's see, the next game is called Netherworld or Netherworld. Neither.
Me dude left by wife. So you play as a weird jellyfish. And you're handling marriage crisis with alcohol, drugs, sex, and lots of odd characters. Man, so it's like a 16-bit action adventure game. Like you investigate around. It looks like an old Super Nintendo style, like maybe on the 32-bit like PlayStation or something, but it's all pixel graphics. You got shooting, action sections. Game looks ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it's freaking nuts. Like I'm trying to find it because it comes up as a totally different game on my end because it's like I'm putting in the Nether world, and instead it's showing me Nether World Covenant demo, which is totally a game that we would play, but not the same.
Netherworld is one word.
Ah,
and it's not neither. It's Netherworld. There is a physical as well for Netherworld on Switch. Apparently, Hungry Pixel's the developer, released in September. And yeah, Netherworld has a demo. It is also $15 right now. It's been $13 at one point. Waiting so you can actually hunt it down. Shit happens is what it says. After being abandoned by his wife.
oh wow.
This game's a badass.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. So these guys though, the developers, they don't have their own website, but the digital publisher goes to their website, Select to Play. They did the Terrifier game, just came out.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, the Terrifier game. As well as, I think we had talked about the Bubble Ghost remake before.
Yeah, you played that.
Talked about that. And then there's another game that popped up, which is Barbarian Saga: The Beastmaster, which is a Metroidvania. So
That sounds good.
Metroidvania appearing. Yeah, so they got some cool ass shit. This digital publisher, the developer, they must have only done that. Now the question is, Xander, this next game, is it indie or is it not? Suda51 made it.
Yeah. I don't know, but it looks awesome. Looks like something I would play. I love Suda. So, I mean,
it looks like a freaking trip. It looks like a fever dream, man. It's called Hotel Barcelona. And in what world, Xander, in what era do we have a Suda51 who's known for Deadly Premonition and No More Heroes releases a game and nobody has talked about it at all?
Yeah, because I had no idea, and I remember like people talk.
It was legendary.
Yeah, people talked about it all the time back in the day. So, yeah,
it's freaking crazy.
But yeah, it's very psychedelic. It looks almost like I don't know why, but it gives me like Tarantino vibes, like Quentin Tarantino. And
that's all a Suda51.
Yeah.
Like the No More Heroes games is like playing through Kill Bill.
Yeah.
You're knocking off dudes, and it's like stylized like you're on a television show. The developer though is White Owls Incorporated, which is pretty crazy. So they've done Deadly Premonition 2 on here, which is under $2. What the hell?
Oh, wow.
It's $1.99, normally $40. Deadly Premonition 2. So there you go.
Rabbit.
There's a good one. That's one to add to your fucking wish list. Go get Deadly Premonition 2 for $2. What the heck, Suda? Yeah, this game looks cool as shit. It's a hack and slash, but roguelike. And it says Metroidvania on it. I don't think it's a Metroidvania. I think it's more of a action roguelike hack and slash. It has mixed reviews, but that's only because it's a $30 game.
Right. Like he said before, when it gets over that $20 threshold or whatever, like people start getting a little bit more critiquey, picking it apart a little bit more. Not as forgiving.
Exactly. If it was on like PlayStation, nobody would have batted an eye. But because it's on Steam, and everyone's like, well, I want this game for Silksong prices. And that's not realistic for a lot of people because they put in time and money and they developed it.
Yep.
But looks dope.
And speaking of dope, this game looks fun. This looks like a fun little puzzle game called Beat Block. I get some like really cool like Nintendo DS vibes from this game.
100%.
This game feels like something that would have been on the DS.
Yeah, I mean the character's like super like black and white, and you move around this little shield thing, and I'm not sure if like the black or white, like what hurts you, what doesn't, but like obviously some stuff does hurt you and some stuff doesn't, because I'm seeing things like go through the character in the video. Then like it just has a vibe to the menus and everything too. And then there's like secret stone cover. I love little like puzzle style games like this. It's just really fun. And it's a $15 game, overwhelmingly positive for reviews.
Very, very positive. The developer is a Bubble Tabby. Looks like this is looks like this is the only game they've done for now.
Yeah.
But I mean, it looks highly addictive. Like I said, it's one of those games that you would probably try out and realize 3 hours went by and you're like, oh my God, my feet are falling asleep.
Like 100%. Like this game just looks like a fever dream. There's like tons and tons of levels, visuals, the songs mess with you. Like it's like it looks cool as shit.
Speaking of cool shit, this is really cool. Heavy Burger.
Did you ever play this back in the day?
I never played this. And you know, when I saw it, I'm like, Heavy Burger. I thought it was just like a Burger Time remake or something. And we were going to talk about Burger Time because I like Burger Time. But this is like Smash TV in the like Johnny Turbo universe, because it looked like every stage was like, you had like the bad dude stage. You had, you know, of course, the Burger Time stage. But am I guessing this right? It's like a top-down twin-stick shooter?
Yeah, it's almost like a little isometric style, top-down style twin-stick game, and all of the characters from Peter Pepper with like running around. Because you run around as like Peter Pepper's shooting, like from, you know, Burger Time. But yeah, there's a bad dude stage. There's a karate champ stage. There's a side pocket stage. Like this shit is freaking wild. It's like amazing. And I don't think this is on Steam either. This is only on Switch. But I bought it when it first came out years ago. Johnny Turbo. I bought it and I just saw it because I think it popped up like as an update or something. Because it just popped up on my radar.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. It looks like a really interesting game. That's pretty much the only system I'm collecting for right now. It's like the Switch. Like I love getting Switch games. So this might be something I want to hunt down and add to the wall of red.
Well, I don't think this has a physical though.
Oh,
I don't bother. Yeah, I don't think it does. I think it was digital only. I got it for probably on sale, or maybe I paid full price just because I thought it was like ridiculous looking. It is ridiculous looking.
Yeah, and this next game is a
not ridiculous looking.
It's a co-op 3D platformer. It looks like I was getting like a lot of those vibes from some of these games are a lot of fun to play with friends, like It Takes Two or like Splatoon, you know, stuff like that. Like I was getting a lot of those vibes from this game, and it's called Papucom.
That's it. Papucom, yeah. And I was thinking this one for the freaking stream, dude.
Yeah, this would be a fun game to stream.
Oh, you know what I do? Every time I find something for the stream, I write it in the thing and we never get to it.
We keep it safe though.
Because we have there's a bunch in here.
Documenting our ideas.
Yeah, Papukan though looks really, really cool. It's 3D platformer, but there's also side-scrolling levels. There's levels where you're like on little roller coasters. Seems like there's a little bit of Splatoon in it too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it's got that kind of look to it. I like how there's even looks like there's even mini games in there, because it was like during the B-roll it showed like a old shmup, like almost arcade game you can play. It's pretty cool.
There's also online co-op as well as the split screen. So technically, you don't have to be old people and play couch co-op. We could play online modern, even though I'd have lag either way. So I'm fine. I'm fine playing on the same screen because it's crazier to do that. The little mini games though, like they're pixelated and shit. There's a shoot 'em up.
Yeah, that's freaking cool.
Like, with cats. So Xander's already in.
Yep, I'm there. I'm like, ooh, this is perfect. And just like the prize.
Then there's the Too Many Clothes edition.
That's I'm glad you mentioned. I was going to mention that. I'm like, Too Many Clothes edition. Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, it's just outfits.
Mm.
Whatever. Two publishers, but that developer, Hyper Riff, has only done this game on Steam. They show.
Mm. This game was right up my alley, dude.
Blast on it.
Yeah, this game, I was like, I saw it and I'm like, okay, I had to add it to my wish list. But this is Bedfellow's Frenzy. It's like a rampage game on crack.
Yeah, it's literally Rampage with pole dancing goats but like it's so like all the characters instead of being pixelated, they're like badly drawn artwork.
Yeah.
But the levels are like pixelated insanity. But the thing is not really badly drawn because there's animation and stuff. It's just very cartoony.
Very, very like 90s Nickelodeon. That's what it looks
yeah.
like. Ren and Stimpy, Right.
Yeah. And it's a $5 game. It has been within the budget at one point in 2024, but this game was released in 2017, Xander. So I don't know why this popped up on my radar because it hasn't even been updated since 2017. It popped up and there's like 50 bonuses, power-ups to unlock, 5 mini games, single player mode, multiplayer co-op, like tons of music, full voice acting. It says dragon on there too. So I don't know what that means, but you definitely need to add this one to the list as well for a co-op game because I would love to play another Rampage.
This would be a good game to play like after a couple of beers, just having a good time, or in your case, tequila.
Yeah, I'm totally not doing that right now.
Yeah, it's and the thing is, it's a pretty affordable game. It's only $5.
$5, man. This developer has also done a few smaller games. One's called Cell Wars, classic arcade game. Another one called Clown in a House. And these were both released after this. So Cell Wars was 2023, Clown in a House was 2021. So they were after the Bedfellows Frenzy. So they have a couple games in their repertoire, which is cool. But like they had me at freaking Rampage style. Like I'm here for it.
I'll
be enemy.
Yeah. Any game that I can play as like a kaiju and just rain havoc's automatically fun in my book.
Well, and this is like you're literally a giant kaiju peeing on the building.
Yeah.
It literally pees on the buildings or does a stripper pole and hits things as you're going down the stripper pole. Like I don't know what the hell. And now I only see 2 characters on this, so there might only be 2 characters, and it might just be all the power-ups that you get for the characters.
Yeah, it does have DLC, so there's probably more characters that you can purchase. It looked like it had like a $5 DLC.
Soundtrack. Yeah, character bonuses what says, not characters. So I hope it's more than just a few characters, but you never know. Because, I mean, we are spoiled as shit because original Rampage had like 3.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 on NES. But later on, when you get to like Ultimate and Total Destruction and Ultimate Destruction or whatever, the ones on, like the 2 that were on freaking PlayStation, there's like so many fucking characters. It's insane. And like nuts. So, it fucking crazy.
Well, we're just going to keep going nuts because we're moving on into the budgets. These are all games that we've picked out that are under $2.
And they either were at the time I added them to the list this week and went off sale, or they're currently on sale. And we'll note it. Like this first game is actually off sale because it was just $1 a couple days ago, and now it is back to its $4 price tag. This game is Starry Nights Helix, which is a bullet hell casual style indie shoot 'em up.
I mean, it looks great.
Great.
It's something I would definitely play. Like it's funny because it's, we covered that Touhou game earlier, and it's like another bullet hell, but it's still got its own style. Looks like it's got a lot of story to it as well. Which is really, really cool.
It's freaking crazy. And it's like, I think you have to do a third-party EULA to play this, which I don't, because it says that they requires an agreement to play the game. So I think that's interesting.
That is interesting.
I'll click whatever. It's fine. This game was released in 2016, though, by CFK Company. CFK Company has done games like Ninja Isen, which we have talked about. There's a Cat Girl Survivor, Chrono Sword, a ton of freaking games, dude, that we've talked about. Shikondo, which is a Nintendo Switch release that was on Plage, a big one of their limited ones. Mm-hmm. Shikondo was on there. So that's one that they released. So the Kojo Remelia games. So I think we have talked about a bunch of these games on the podcast. So
that's all.
Wonder Boy.
Yeah, that's always fun, you know. It's fun when we find games like this, and we're like, wait a minute, yeah, like especially when it's something we like, we're like, yeah, I'd play this, and you go back and you look at the developer's history, and like, of course I'd want to play this because they also made this game, you know.
My assumption is that it's Japan and CFK is basically the digital publisher, but they'll have a developer. This next game is also by them. They must have had a big sale for their developer one because it's now not on sale either. I got this for 69 cents. It is now $2 as the main thing. It is Sacred Stones, which is an indie action platformer. The retro style side-scrolling game with tons of psychotic enemies. Like everything looks crazy, dude. It's like nightmare fuel.
Yeah, this game looks like pure precision. Like, know what you're going to do. You're going to die a lot. Just go ahead and accept it. You're going to die. Learn from your mistakes. Get good. Because this is like, yeah, this game looks like it would be a lot of fun, but really pissed me off.
And it has like a shot almost like Cave Story as well. Like a giant-ass shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like classic. Again, though, this game was released 2018. So a lot of these games are pretty freaking old, man. And speaking of pretty old, it's me. No. This next game is also by the same publisher, different developer this time. Demon Go is a runner game, but with animation.
I like them. I like my endless runners. I'm not gonna lie.
And I got it for 56 cents. It is $3 game though. So CFK's sale must have went off, but when I got them all, they were like pennies. Like it's a 2-year record low, released in 2022, developed by Artifact this time. But this like runner game just looks like the Super Meat Boy, the second one where they did the runner, which wasn't like highly regarded because the original Super Meat Boy is a precision platformer, and we got more of that. And they made it into a runner, which we're all like, okay, but that's not Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
But the game looks cool as shit, though.
Yeah, I like those games. They're good. Sit down and play for a little bit kind of games. You know, get straight to the point. I like that.
Dude, and then the next game, also by CFK, it's $12 right now. $12.
It's not budget.
I got it for $1.07.
Good for you.
Yeah, it was literally $1.07 this last week, and now it's $12. This is a indie action platformer called Datori, and it looks fucking cool as hell. But it traps your deaths. Again, though, it seems like a little bit of a maybe it's not a runner. It's just you want to do a lot of momentum. But then there's like puzzles in there too, which look cool as shit. So like ways to traverse the levels, and it sucks that they're not on sale anymore, though. I'm hoping that the next game's on sale, but I think that probably not. Oh, it is. Good.
And these are fun games.
Hell yeah. These ones are the Whittle Tree games. So these games are normally like $13. They're Chubby Pixel, the publisher, must be doing a sale because this is Whittle Tree, the new one or the original Whittle Tree 2. And this one, Whittle Tree 2 Deluxe Plus is 77 cents, 94% off right now. This is the cheapest it's ever been. It's released in 2019, and it is a 3D style platformer. Lots of Breath of the Wild style aesthetics. You can even float with your little leaf on there. The graphics are super minimalist though, really fun to play and just like do like to me it's a really cozy game. Very cozy game.
Yeah, that's definitely the aesthetic, is that coziness, and I kind of like the graphic style because it's primitive, it's very shapy. Yeah, I like the color scheme. I feel like I have the first one on Switch. I feel like I have
The
it.
first one is Whittle Tree Adventures.
Yeah.
I have the second one on Switch I got years ago. And it was probably $1 or $2. Now it's 77 cents on Steam. Whittle Tree Adventures is 67 cents right now on Steam. And so that's normally a $4 game, but they're both just as equally beautiful in 3D. So, I mean, absolutely recommended. And for the price, like both of them combined are less than $2. Like, what the hell, people? Like, those two you need to get.
That's like I have a confession like that I used to do on the Nintendo eShop is I would have a couple of drinks and I'd get like $10 on the eShop and I would like find like the cheapest games and I would just spend the $10 and see what kind of weird games and that's how I got that game. Was I was just going through like the dirt cheap, like I know better than to buy some games. Like I'm not going to buy, certain games I know are going to suck, but I think that was one of those games that really like drew me in and I'm like, oh, well, it's only like, $1.50 or something like that on Switch. So yeah, I need to play it. I need to play it.
Oh, and we kind of do the same thing now, except for I go through and curate.
Like it's more organized now, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the problem is that there's 40,000 games released a year, so it's like we're in September right now with any of the newer releases, and so we're 3 months behind, Xander, and it's just getting the gulf is getting larger as I find more and more interesting things to talk about because they're all cool, and I'm not gonna for the podcast we don't skip over anything that we find that looks cool. So if you find something, listeners, and you want us to talk about it, like let us know because we only started this a year ago. So
Yeah.
This last one though, I have played the second game. I haven't played this one, and it's still on sale. It's 90 cents right now, under $1. It's called Finding Teddy.
Yeah, this is a point and click game. I was like, hey, this is kind of like Clock Tower, but not as crazy. But
It's crazy.
I say that as like a big spider hand is like going through the screen, like Poltergeist style, but it has a very like dreamy, euphoric look, and your character is very, bland with the gray dress, and there's a good contrast to this game. It's very, very crazy. Same. Trying to burp. There it goes.
Well, and the thing is that the other one might not be out yet. That's the other thing. But there is a scope creep, Xander. So if you click on the developer, it doesn't go to the developer, but the digital publisher, and they literally have like 100 fucking games right now. It's for sale under $1.
You're talking about the Storybird?
Yeah, if you click on it, there's like 100 freaking games right now on sale.
So many good ones.
They're all really cool. So like Old School Musical, it got a physical release by limited run. It's $1.29 right now. Like there's so many games, and I'm just looking right now, and it is overwhelming how many fucking games.
So say one game that's on sale right now is it wouldn't be in our budget, but it's still a game that people should check out. Gravity Circuit. It's like on sale, 55% off at this time. It's
Gravity Circuit's excellent.
Great Mega Man-like game.
What about this game? Medieval dodgeball with weapons, ancient warriors, and special powers called Striker's Edge. Like, I'm just scrolling because they got so many freaking games, Xander, and I haven't heard of a lot of these. I heard some of them, like, dude, they are shoot 'em ups. They got a game called Baffle. Brakes are for losers. And it's like an old school off-road game. Like, this is fucking insane, dude. They're all under $1, like, all these things. Like, it is. Dude, I'm gonna have to after the episode. I'm just gonna have to like click through shit and like I'm gonna spend $10. Like,
Yeah,
that's the
because
funny thing.
there's so many bundles as well. One series I was looking at, I'm like, hey, this looks kind of cool. Is the Citadel Legends trilogy? It's like $3 off of
Yeah, and
it.
a lot of those I think are like shoot 'em ups or something.
Well, this one is an action platformer like Castlevania.
Oh, it's not Metroidvania.
Yeah, it's crazy because that's what we've been talking about. So I'm like, ooh, check
There's
this.
so many. I'm just going through and like Satellite Rush. Like they have a lot of games here too that were released physically on Switch, like Neural Voider, which is a twin stick shooter RPG, and it's $1.39 right now.
Yeah, it's almost impossible for me to put all like the B-roll that we're talking about. So listeners,
No, this is like listeners, just click on the fucking developer.
yeah,
Holy
like
shit, dude.
because this, like I said, this is the moment of like opening up the video game magazine and going through screenshots essentially. And like for the listeners, like when you listen to any credible podcast, have your other tab open on Steam to join us. It's like listening to The Wizard of Oz with Dark Side of the Moon, but it's your backlog.
Dude, my backlog is about to be destroyed. Hyper Invaders 2 Pixel Edition. Like Space Invaders on crack. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, this is just too much, man. And they're all under $1. Every one of these is like under $1, like that I'm looking at. And anything that's like more isn't necessarily bad. They have so many that are under $1. And I figured I would eventually hit a drought. Nope. I'm still going. Yeah, Belladonna is a game that I bought recently, and it's under $1. I think we talked about that potentially. Legends of Persia. Yeah, like this is why people I don't spend more than over two. Like if it's $1.99 or more, I don't buy it because there's so many amazing games.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like this is crazy, man. It's just infinite, bro.
So it looks like
I got
it. I'm gonna reel Jeff back in over here because I think this promotion is gonna last until the 18th of December. So by the time the listeners listen to this sale will be still going on. So
good.
Keep your eyes peeled, folks. What is it? Storybird Studios? Is that the name of the thing?
Plug In Digital is the developer, and it defaults to Storybird. I mean, they got Yono and the Celestial Elephants, which is a 3D platformer that has a physical on Switch, and it's $1.59. That is the most expensive physical that I have found so far on Switch, and it's a year 3 freaking release.
Yeah, I'm staying off that page because while you're talking, I'm scrolling, and I'm about to go in the same loop you were just in because I'm like, oh man, so many freaking games. Because oh man, we gotta get into the homebrews. That's what we gotta do. We gotta pull ourselves away from this.
Never, Xander, never. I can't. All right, so many games. Thank you, Xander. Get me back to fucking reality here, dude. That shit's like crazy. So this week for Homebrew, there's a lot of cool shit that was on Kickstarter. I tried to pick some different consoles and stuff. And first one is called Lunar Mystery 2103. And Overlords. They asked me what I'm doing with my Kickstarter. I'm fulfilling everyone. It is currently almost 200% or it's over 200% funded right now with 30 days to go. It's a Game Boy game. And it looks pretty freaking cool. It's like, it's like you're on the moon and doing crazy shit. And like it's just a sci-fi adventure game, man.
Yeah, I love all these homebrew Game Boy games. Like, I always knew it was a thing because I get emails all the time of various different Game Boy Kickstarters. So, I mean, I know there's a big community. But like to actually like dive into it and like on the show and kind of just to like peek a little bit more into it. Man, there's some really cool games because this is like looks almost like a Zelda style. It's like top down, screen by screen. Like it looks a lot of fun.
Dude, and it's just like there's just not enough time or money to back all this stuff too. And I back a lot of shit, and it's like there's so many cool things. And this game looks awesome, and I have it saved. But like it might be one of those where we reach out to the developer later and I buy a copy, like because there's just too many things out there now. I'm backing like crazy shit right now on Kickstarter, and yeah, but Lunar Mystery 2103 usually also comes with all these games come with a ROM as well. And so then you can put it on like your analog pocket or your emulator of choice. So
yeah, like I remember we were talking about that before we were streaming on Friday because I have like an Ambernick 280V, which looks very similar. I got it right here actually. It looks very similar to like a Game Boy. So what I've been thinking about doing is getting some of these games backing and getting the ROMs and putting it on this thing, and this thing becomes like a portable homebrew machine. Because right now, I got like a lot of retro stuff that I never play, but I just have on there anyway. I'm like, why don't I have this thing with an actual purpose? Like this would be cool to have like homebrew games.
it would be dope. On the thing is even the deck here, you can 100% like you can put emulators on there and just like add the ROM. So if you do like EmuDeck on there through the app, you can literally have it just upload and you put your ROMs in a folder and it'll pull like box art and shit for it too. So technically you could add the game that you bought from the Kickstarter and it'll pop up as a Steam game already with no porting. It just plays the emulator. So
Perfect.
You can literally play games. So that's why like a lot of developers, it's hard to justify the porting costs for their game to Steam unless they like develop it in like, C++ or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that Game Boy game looks badass. Next game is an NES game called Necro Nancy. So it's an all new arcade style shooter based on a horror theme. To me, it looks very simplistic, but looks very addictive too.
Yeah, I was like looking at some of the screenshots of it because it looks like when you first look at it, it looks very like plain Jane. But I really like the shading, like the pixel shading and everything on the main character. That looks really good. But this looks like an addictive game. This looks like a simplistic game that you would be playing for hours.
Yeah. Now, one thing I have to ask the developer someday is Johnny Dickinson. My question is because he must be from England because it says he was at Play Expo in Blackpool. It says Necronancy 2025 and Necronancy 1985. So I am sure it probably has to do with the 2025 is the digital version on a ROM on an emulator, and the 1985 is on an NES on the cartridge. I assume that's what it is, but is it two different versions? Because he also has two cartridges sitting above there that have a different label on them too. So that's the other thing. So, and I used to, with my NES Oddities book, I noted every single variant that was released for homebrews and shit. So if somebody did like a limited release in a wooden box like I did or something, like with a few releases and shit, like I would note all the different versions. And I also like, because it was all back in the day on Nintendo Age forums, like if the developer had his own copy, so if there's 10 copies and then the developer has one, there's 11 copies that exist. Yeah, I noted all that. It was like crazy how much I noted. And, it was pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, all that stuff, like, especially with the homebrew, that's where preservation really comes into play because, God forbid you have something like what happened with Nintendo Age just leaves and there's like archives of shit that people don't know where it's at unless, you have it. Like your books, a lot of stuff in your books is stuff that, you can't really find anywhere else because the Nintendo Age is a thing of the past.
And I think people have like done a backup of the website, so it's not truly lost, but nobody has it. You can't just like search it. So it's really not around. And so in my book, me being crazy and doing that, because I would never do that now, because it's like, as I went up to the release of NES Maker,
Hmm.
Once the NES Maker came out, like it exploded, and it's just also with the hobby, everything gets larger.
Oh yeah. Speaking of large, ooh, this is a Metro
I
Metro
Metal
Knight.
Man. Now I wanted to cover this because you want to start collecting Genesis and Mega Drive.
Exactly. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, oh man, this is Sega right here. This is a new running gun, which I love the art, man, because I look at it, it looks almost like Mega Man, like on top of Rush, but instead of Rush, it's like a bulldog. I love that.
100% like run and gun style Mega Man arcadey. It also is not just Genesis. They have a Neo Geo version that is on an AES or MVS cartridge. And
Cool.
the prices are surprisingly cheap because that used to be like a $500 thing to pre-order one. It's $325 for the MVS, which comes in an MVS style box. The AES version, which has art over the side, and they're different sizes, is $375. So it's under $400 to get that. The one thing I don't like is it doesn't build. So you still would, if you wanted the Genesis, you would have to like get more stuff, and so they didn't put like an easy way to like you can buy the whole thing. Actually, I think you have to do an add-on. So I did back this at the Genesis level. But I realized that if you do an add-on to get I can't remember what there was an add-on for, but I don't know if it was for the digital or they do a cool ass guide. They have a strategy guide magazine that comes with this that looks like an old school Game Pro strategy guide
I like
magazine.
that.
No, but it's $20 to get the physical printing of that. So if you do the deluxe one, it's like you get more shit like cards and stickers and stuff, which I'm not a big thing for tchotchkes, but like it's like the same. It was the same price with shipping, or to do the add-on, or do the deluxe Mega Drive edition. So I did the deluxe one. Comes with a Steam key as well, so I get the Steam version.
Awesome.
Gonna be badass. Looks fucking cool though, man. These guys are wild. Where are they out of? Knoxville, Tennessee.
Nice.
And
Well, like I said,
over 200% funded.
like I said, I really want to dabble into the Genesis homebrew. So this is something I definitely bookmarked for later for sure. Because I mean, got that CRT. I got a CRT in the office that I have a Pi hooked up to. But I want to buy like and then the thing is, I'm like wondering like, do I want to get a Model 2 Genesis? Because I never had a Model 1. I never had a Model 1 Genesis. So I'm thinking about doing that, like getting a Genesis, because I've had I've had the CDX, I've had that, I've got the Sega CD, I've had all that stuff, but I never had a Model 1. So yeah, it's bigger, but I'll make room for it.
Make sure it says high definition graphics on, because that's the one with the good capacitors that work well in like better quality.
Oh yeah,
The CRT. Yeah,
speaking
that's the one.
speaking of capacitors, that's right.
Homebrew Legacy.
Yeah.
So, how much do you know about the 8-bit Xmas carts? Because this is a cool thing.
I know a little bit about it. They're like the little Christmas lights in the cartridge, right?
Yeah, so I have a couple here. 8-bit Xmas. I have 2022 and 2023. Every year, Retro USB releases one. I didn't buy one last year because usually they're up there for years. Well, 2025 is the last year they're doing them. Yeah, and they never put it up for sale yet, or they sold out immediately. But either way, I don't know if he's going to be doing 25 or putting 24 back in stock. So I don't have 20, but I have, if you go back and do the first year is just a Christmas card. And then the next year they started putting mini homebrew games on there. And
oh, yeah.
so these are all homebrew games. And then they play Christmas music. And while the Christmas music plays, there's Christmas lights in there that light up.
That is so cool. I haven't seen one in person. Like I've never like actually seen one in person, but I've seen like videos of it. Yeah.
So if you ever see anybody with a box, they're custom made boxes. Usually Uncle Tusk would do them. And the other thing is they all come with a Christmas card. And this used to be Nintendo age spouses. I don't know if they still do that. But
Funny.
they must have jumped the shark in 24 because this is definitely either AI or somebody else's artwork.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then in the side, usually it just says like "Happy Holidays." This one just has a Christmas card in there. And says produced by.
Maybe someone has like an AI girlfriend,
AI girlfriend.
That's a thing. That's a thing.
So yeah, one of the years I have one of the Nintendo Age members, Bella. She was on Nintendo Age back in the day. I have her she was on the card, and I have her cartridge copy.
That's awesome.
That copy goes that version because you go back to the first couple years, they're over $1,000. Over $1,000 to find them. Some of the older ones, when I started getting them, there's one that's a Warlords game, which is fucking cool with Christmas presents, and it plays with the multi-tap 4-player. That one is like $500. Like they're expensive as shit. So I'm hoping that he puts 2024 up because I would like to buy it at a normal price. The best year to buy though, there's one year that he released, and it actually has a digital video screen here.
Ooh.
And it plays all the years, and then it just changes the label on the screen in the cartridge, and it has Christmas lights. Like, it's cool as shit. Only something that when I saw that, I'm like, dude, what if they did that with like an EverDrive, and you could have every Nintendo game label show up as you play the game? It'd be fucking dope. And it's possible because he did it. Yeah, Brian from Retro USB, I think he's just out of doing all the stuff now, and he's done with homebrew, and he did the AVS.
Yeah,
the AVS retro console, which is dope. So
that's cool, man. Like I said, I've heard of them, but I've never seen them. But it makes sense that they would get so expensive because this is like very, very like homebrew. This is like very underground
homebrew.
Yeah,
100% homebrew. And if you go to Retro USB's website, you can get the demo online for free, so you can play the Christmas music for an episode.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You could, totally. It would be hilarious for when we do our inevitable Christmas episode.
Yeah, I think that's going to probably be the next episode after this one. Episode 60. That's going to be cool. Episode 60 will be our Christmas episode. So
yeah, I got your stuff. I think you said you already set mine. Yours is loaded up. I packaged it up, and I wrapped and numbered them. So they are numbered in the order you need to open them.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Because the first teaser one will be birthday present, early birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
She'll get it right on time. But
yeah,
and yeah, and then like our theme is hand me downs, so that we have to go like buy a bunch of shit online. Like, no, I have cool shit everywhere. Like, I will share the wealth, and I don't just like I'm not sending you any books of mine because that's like ridiculous, and that's easy shit. Yeah.
Speaking of your books, though, because we're getting towards the tail end of the episode, let's do a quick plug because it's been a while since we've talked about what you've been working on and stuff like that. Before we get into our executive producers on Patreon that support us and are really, really awesome. But what are you up to, Jeff? What are you doing before the Christmas season comes along? Because I know you're going to be going to Disney World or Disneyland, Disney places.
So all the Sega CD books are currently in the process of shipping out. I have a Sega CD wooden coin that I custom hand printed and everything, and signed them all in the back and all that. Those are en route to Scott, who has all the books, and so he should have them today. So he will start shipping out probably next week. All the books will go out, including everybody that did an add-on. I'm working on getting out the damn Punch-Out books because they're with me for the Black Friday sale that happened. I had like a few copies. What I didn't realize is that is a 13 by 12 book, so it's fucking huge, and I got no boxes that fit it. So I Frankensteined a couple together today. So if you ordered one of those, you're welcome. It looks ridiculous.
It's great.
Yeah,
that's great.
Stupid. And that gets 2 of them. Now I gotta get some bigger boxes because we just don't have boxes that I have 12 by 12s. I don't have 13. So, and I'm not going to like jam it in there because then it'll get damaged. And I only have 5 copies, so I'm gonna if one gets damaged, like, sorry, I don't have any more. And
yeah,
because Scott has the rest, and he has boxes that fit that shit, but I can't even ship them to him because I don't have a way to ship them. So, yeah, I got to send out the, I think there's still one more that's going to go out to somebody because that ordered one. Doing that. And then, of course, I'm still painting. I finished all the pixel characters, but I am currently working on Snatcher right now for one of the backers.
It looks good, too. I saw it. I got to take a little peek of it.
Sneak peek. And then I still got to do Sonic CD, which is I have to start that one, which is going to take a while. And then the big canvases, they take like 60 to 80 hours to do. So I'm still working on the background for the lunar piece, it looks awesome. So I got the characters done and everything, but I'm working on the background because it's individual pixels that I paint. So it takes forever.
And also is worth noting, these are one and dones. You know, like when you do it, it's done. Like you're not doing any more. So I mean, like
when I do a canvas, I'm never doing another canvas again.
Yeah,
because they just take so long to do, and I want to keep them special as it is. So
exactly,
it won't be like I'll paint the same scene again. Now it's not that I wouldn't do another like Sonic CD. Like I would do another Sonic CD scene, but the one that I'm doing, I won't do that scene again. Yeah, I would have to be something different. So if you're hearing this and like, oh shit, I wanted to get Snatcher. Well, I'm not going to do the Snatcher one where he's pointing the gun with that's the one I'm doing right now.
That's the one you're doing.
That one's done, but I can do a different one, like with a different scene. That'd be cool. Because the other thing is like doing it over and over and over again would not be fun.
Yeah,
and that's it.
It was.
I did. For TNC, I did all 10 of the characters, and doing 10 of each character was too much for me.
Yeah, and it loses its it's like nicheness as well. You know, like it after a while, it just felt like printed, copies of copies. So it's cool that, every single scene or every single idea, it's like that one and done, because that makes them even more special. Just like our executive producers on Patreon. Very special folks, like good old Akaroth.
Yeah, and David Isherwood.
And Lunchbox, a.k.a. the disgruntled gamer from Thunderdome Gaming Society.
Who did tell us that his the demo that he sent us to try out for our community game, it didn't work for him either. So it wasn't us, people.
Yeah. That's why I didn't play this week's Randomizer. I was still hurt from that mech game. I was just like, I'm done with video games. I quit it.
Forever.
And Jesse Glenn.
I didn't even do the next name. Jacob Henriksen.
And Brian Pittman Logrice.
Logrice, there's no R, but that's okay. But I want to thank everybody for doing it. The executive producers, they do get an end of the year book cover that I'm doing, a wooden book sleeve. And now I did R&D last week during the snow day because they gave me a late arrival. So I did CAD. I did a CAD version to do the books. I got a bunch of glue in. I'm going to be doing a lot of paste. But I got to do wood glue to get them all together. But I do have it done. It's the Metroidvania Chronicles. It's the Phase 1 version. And it's literally looking badass. It's laser etched and has fades on it and shading, and it looks cool as shit. And I'm gonna do 6 for them, and then I'm gonna have my own copy. I'll probably make one for old Xander here.
Oh yeah, be cool.
But so there'll only be enough for the Kickstarters because I put one up on Hagen's Alley as well. So that was the 8. That will be out there. That's it. I'm not doing any more, and I'm not gonna make them and put them on when I do volume 3 of Metroidvania Chronicles. They're not getting a Phase 1 wooden case. I might do a Phase 3 case for them. Where's Phase 1? Well, you had to be a Patreon.
Yeah. That's what makes it fun, though. I mean, that's what makes the collecting aspect and everything. That's what I like about it. Yeah.
Well, of course I could make more, but I don't want to. It's not fun for me. And again, it's cool to be a hipster artist sometimes, and that's what we like to be here with the Indie Credible podcast. Oh yes, pinkies up.
Who's pinkies? Anyway, guys, as always, thank you for checking out another episode of the Indie Credible Podcast. As always, happy gaming and support indie.
And drink tequila and then buy games.
Have some games.